Burns family at Warrnambool. He's come down to the Purcells at Lara. So that obviously indicates that he's got enough ability to be in the kennel, and he's got enough 500 ability for Brendan to keep him and put him in some feature races like that. So he's got the draw in this race. I have settled on him, Jace, for that reason, because I think he's got the best draw. And if he can find the top, I reckon he's going to be hard to beat.
So there's Nate's take on race 2 here at the Meadows, as Sky Racing 1 would join us shortly. And don't forget, Smooth Plane trialling after race 2. Looking forward to bringing you that live and analysing how he goes in preparations for the Phoenix next Saturday night. As Sky Racing 1 join up with us, Nathan Rooney, what's your take on race 2 here at the Meadows?
Yeah, my numbers are 1, 2, 6 and 7. I've gone 1 St Nifty on top, I think, off the Brendan Purcell kennel. Drawn box 1 where it's been placed a couple of times. Early speed to lead here. I think it gets all its favours in a mixed grade or a grade 7 race here on a Saturday night. So I think it can lead and make its own luck. For second, I'll put in number 2, Mea Sat, a greyhound who's only won 1 race from 40 starts, but it's been racing quite well around Sandown. He's slow out, he rails. I think he's certainly a place hope. He's a good place bet for mine, and one to certainly put into your wider exotics. I put number 6, Kenya Diversion, in for third. Greyhound did win a maiden here in 30.08, which is well and truly good enough to be winning this event. A little bit of a sticky box draw out of box 6 here tonight, and he was most probably subpar at Sandown last start a couple of weeks ago, so need to improve slightly off the last time we've seen him. And then for fourth, I've put in number 7, Mr. Manfredi. Closed off quite strong last week as greyhound. That certainly must go into your wider exotics. Only won 1 of 18, but has a strong finish. 1, 2, 6 and 7.
So the red for Nathan Rooney in what's a pretty tricky grade 7 here at the Meadows. And don't forget, after this race, Phoenix contender Smooth Plane will be trialling solo and big energy after race 3. You can catch both of those trials on Sky Racing Active or the Watchdog app. In the meantime, race 2 here on Silver Chief Night. Here's James.
And then the third race will be run, and then the exhibition trial, the big energy. Getting a real taste of the biggest party night at the Greyhounds, the Phoenix, the following week, with 2 of the Greyhounds in that race trialling between races tonight. Set to run now, St Nifty, the favourite in red. They're all in, set now. And they're racing. St Nifty out okay, starting to hustle through as Flying Batty went out fast. St Nifty's going to use the rail, drive out hard and challenge the lead with Flying Batty, and they're locking horns. A length and a half in front to Karuji, getting up to third and closing quickly. They're by 3 then to Moraine Wally. Mayan Chief starts to make ground past Kenya Diversion. At the end of the field, Mr. Manfredi and Willow Sky. Favourite St Nifty turns the leader, a length to Flying Batty. It's St Nifty and Flying Batty. St Nifty's lifting, and St Nifty's going to win it. St Nifty by 3/4, Flying Batty, third Karuji, and then Mayan Chief making up some ground over Moraine Wally, Kenya Diversion. A long break back then to Willow Sky with Mr. Manfredi. Time for the journey, 30 and 41 to St Nifty.
A modest 30 and 40. It's amended to for St Nifty in race 2. Nathan, he sort of got to a position where it's going to be hard to run down based on what he showed us to date in his career.
Yeah, the box draw was the key, Jace. He began on terms but was able to keep hunting up the fence. Flying Batty began quite well and couldn't quite get across in the early stages. That when St Nifty was able to hold the fence through the first corner, as we get to see here on the head-on, Jace, I think that was a key to the race. Plenty of interference going through the pen, and they kind of singled out them too. A little bit of a bumping duel most probably indicates the moderate time of 30 and 41. I think he is most probably a 30 and 20 dog. That's what he won his maiden in here back in September. I think the box draw was the key to that event, and he was able to utilise that and then be strong enough in the run to the line to hold off Flying Batty, who was quite a good run, began a lot better than we have seen of recent times. Karuji first up after a little bit of a freshen up, got through the scrimmage of the first corner into a striking position and was able to run third, and Mayan Chief into fourth.
I was about to say, a bit disappointing from your point of view, or not the run, but I guess to run fourth.
To run fourth is always disappointing when he's a greyhound that I thought could run a place, but if you actually go back and watch the head-on, he got shuffled really wide through the catching pen. He was back to last, and he still was able to pick up and get to fourth. So certainly one that you need to throw into your exotics every time he goes around. He's only run a Tier 3 maiden, as we touched on, but he's always in the finish. It doesn't matter the class of race he's in. He's always thereabouts. Didn't have a great deal of luck through the catching pen, but he was able to close off and still finish fourth for same race multiplayers and first 4 players. But St Nifty was able to utilise organise box 1 and get the chockies in race number 2.
For Brendan Purcell and Peter Byrne, both gentlemen love a frothy and don't we all, Nathan? What's the most famous greyhound that they've combined with?
Oh, the stayer.
Moraine Susie?
Moraine Susie. That's clearly the best greyhound and most probably one that's really kicked off their their combination together as an owner-trainer. Obviously, Burnsy trains a lot of his own dogs up the Warrnambool way, but the better ones make their way now down to Brendan, who's doing a fantastic job with not only Burnsy's dogs, but all of his dogs in his kennel at the moment. He's striking at a quite higher rate. He's been able to win plenty of feature races of recent times, and he was able to win a Grade 7 with St Nifty for the combination tonight.
Do you remember one they had called St David?
No, not off the top of my head, no.
He could run. He was a bit hit or misses. I was going to say iffy. It's probably a bit harsh on him, but had plenty of ability, and not necessarily do we see that consistently from him, but could really, really run. So I'm not sure where he fits in from the bloodline point of view, but really good fellas, Peter Byrne and Brendan Purcell. So congratulations to them with St Nifty and everything that's ahead of him going forward. So there's race 2.